I forgot. I had lots of news stories from early in the week, and then
I accidentally left one on from last week.
Oh, not so much later in this week. But let's start off with the first one on my list, which is that Venom: Let There Be Carnage was delayed until September. So it was coming out in June. Fast and Furious was like, same day, please. And Venom was smartly like, nope, can't compete.
Did you just compliment a Fast and Furious movie? Like, backhandedly?
They sell tickets. I'll give them that much.
Will you buy one?
They sell a lot of them to me.
I see him several times, too.
If it comes with my
Luke and I are like
Regal,
Fast and Furious, like, dates.
subscription,
It's like
then yes, I will.
Yeah, like, Fast and Furious hits theaters, Luke and I are immediately like, so, when we seeing that one? Like, don't even think about it.
Yeah. September 17th is where the new Venom movie is supposed to come out. So.
Woo. Anyways.
I think that one will be better than the first one.
Can't get much worse.
The bar is not very high, so.
I guess I just have a lot of faith in Andy Serkis.
Yeah, that's right. I forget that he's directed that.
I think I'm more just curious.
If anything,
I forgot about that.
I think the
too.
action will be better because I think he knows how to.
Who directed the first one?
He knows how to do mocap.
The dude who did Zombieland.
Why can't I not think of that guy's name right now?
I don't remember his name either.
Freaking A. Fleischer. Ruben
Fleischer, that's it.
Ha! It's on the tip of my tongue. I'll stay in movie world. We got a pretty cool announcement today. I thought this was sweet. I think Luke probably thought it was even sweeter than I did. The Zatana movie was announced with writer Emerald Fennell attached. Not sure if she's going to direct or not yet, but she did Promising Young Woman, which is doing really well in award season, and I think it's nominated for 3 Oscars, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It just won the Writers Guild
for
award.
Best Screenplay, right?
Best Original Screenplay.
Yep. So this is, I mean, good. It's Chloe Zhao for Eternals. We got Emerald Fennell for the Zatana movie. It's a good time to be a superhero fan.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. I think
seeing good vaulted writers coming to do superhero movies. That's awesome.
Yeah. And one of the things we'll probably talk about at the end of this show is I'm really excited. Over the last couple years, we've gotten to see a little more diversity in the DCEU directorial leadership. Like who's doing things, right? James Wan or anyone else.
Patty Jenkins. Ta-Nehisi Coates. Yeah,
Kathy Yan. And so I think, like, again, continuing that, like, having really talented people come in and just be kind of given their little corner of the universe. Heck, James Gunn, like, no, he's a proven director.
As well as Andy Muschietti.
Yeah. So I think that's great.
Gosh, I'm so hyped for that movie now.
Zatanna?
Yeah.
I'm just glad that like they had the leak last week and then they're like, oh yeah, by the way, check this out. And apparently the deal's been done for a while. They just didn't announce it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably didn't want to interfere with any of the hype around Promising Young Woman.
Yeah.
And now they're like, well, I guess we'll ride the coattail of that.
Hot offer victory.
Yeah.
For Best Original Screenplay.
Luke, do you have any movie news?
I do.
Hit me with it.
So there's a long-awaited sequel that is finally happening, guys. Ace Ventura 3.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That was announced this week.
I don't think Jim Carrey's confirmed yet, but the writers of Sonic the Hedgehog are currently writing Ace Ventura 3.
Oh boy. Brett's excitement just went from here, like, down another... Not like, we were at the bottom, but now we're, like, laying on the ground.
We'll see how Sonic 2 does.
Are they writing Sonic 2?
I'm sure.
Did they write Sonic 2?
I imagine.
Probably.
I didn't, hate Sonic, but I didn't like it. I don't think that movie will be good, but I still are really excited for it.
I'll watch it. Especially if Jim Carrey's back, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
If he's not, I'll still watch it. Probably hate it.
I will say, everybody keeps bringing up, Zoolander 2. Rightfully so. I mean, yes. But people like keep forgetting that like Bill and Ted Face the Music came out, and that movie was great. So it's possible.
There's hope. There's hope.
Did you just cheers that? I love it.
Yes.
What other movie news you got, sir?
I thought it was really interesting. Mortal Kombat producer Todd Gardner
Mortal Kombat
did a interview this last week, and they said when they went to pitch the movie, they demanded 5 things that were apparently all cleared. They were all like, yeah, that's cool. I thought it was really interesting, so I'm going to read them to you.
Tacos every Tuesday.
Number 1, it's got to be R-rated.
Good.
Duh.
I'll thumbs up, thumbs down these
Mortal
5
Kombat.
things.
2, it's got to be a diverse cast. 3, they've got to be legitimate to the lore and the backstory of each character. 4, they need to be real martial artists. And 5, we have to do these specific characters, and the film won't have any movie stars. Like Ben Affleck, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that is awesome.
So the fact that they got this movie and it looks as good as it, I mean, I've already said I'm not like on this hype train, but like it looks good.
The other interesting thing too is the director was like, "Yeah, I'm going to use as little green screen as possible."
Yeah, practical.
So he shot a lot of it in like natural light and stuff too, which I thought was cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
that makes
cool.
me even more excited for that movie.
I figured Tyler'd be hyped about that.
Dude, the hype train is leaving the station, baby.
There's a lot of hype trains at the station today.
There is. It is a good news week.
Mm-hmm.
This news broke about 7 to 10 minutes before we started. Ooh. Netflix is making a Berserker live-action movie as well as an animated series starring Keanu Reeves.
Like Keanu?
And it's anime, and you've recently been watching more of that.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
The last 2 shows I watched were anime. So, I'm in. Yeah, let's go.
Why not?
What can't Keanu do? That's what the headline said. And I was like, it's kind of true.
What can't Keanu do? I don't know.
I would say play football, but he did that already.
I think he can do anything.
I'm pretty convinced at this point.
You're breathtaking.
Thank you. I don't respond back. I take the compliment when I can get it.
I'm out of the movie world now.
Okay, well, over in TV land,
Hated that channel.
The Gilmore Girls are back. Or no, Gilmore Girls.
Oh, the Powerpuff Girls show got casted a while back. Did you guys remember that?
oh my gosh.
Live action Powerpuff Girls.
We don't need to mention that.
That is gonna be so. I won't watch it, but
dude, I'll watch
the
it.
like plot lines of that show are gonna be so weird.
If they do live action Mojo Jojo, I'm totally checking that out.
So
when do they enter the like Legends verse with the crossover episode where the Legends of Tomorrow go into the Powerpuff Girls?
I'm gonna
world?
look at who was casted. Sorry, go ahead.
Chloe
Bennett's in it.
We're just gonna go through this.
Oh yeah.
I want you to burn through this.
Chloe
Get
Bennett,
it out of your system.
Dove Cameron, and Yana Peralt.
Okay. Awesome. Any more Powerpuff Girl commentary you guys want to?
Who is gonna be the scientist dad?
Oh, that's right. There's like
I don't know.
the dad scientist. Gerard Butler.
No, it's too old.
Oh, that's true.
Did you know his company produced 1917?
I did not.
I found that out today because a book I like, or an author I like, whose book got picked up by his production company.
Do you want to mention that?
It got picked up a while back, but it's called The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. And I think it sounds really cool.
Nope.
It's about a girl who makes a deal with a
Stephen Amell's gonna be the scientist.
demon or something.
Probably.
And her wish that is granted is to live forever. But in doing so, everyone she meets, no one can remember her.
Oh.
And then at some point, someone remembers her, and it starts a tale of her life after that. It's kind of a cool premise.
That is a cool premise.
Forever young.
Something that's coming to Disney Plus that I'm not sure you guys have seen. Maybe Luke, you've probably seen this.
Huh?
Have you seen the OG Clone Wars anime?
Oh, the Cherkovsky guys. Yeah.
That's coming to Disney Plus on April 2nd. So
I saw that.
What's his name?
Jendi Tarkovsky.
Yeah.
That was wrong.
You gonna watch it?
I apologize.
I don't know. Maybe.
It's not that. I've seen.
It's pretty short.
I've seen a bit of it. I think it was on YouTube for a while. Like,
is this like a Cartoon Network thing?
It's like a 2D animated style.
Yeah, it looks like Cartoon Network animation.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it does kind of have that feel. You know, from what I remember, it wasn't bad. It might be fun just to kind of go back and see it again.
There's some cool stuff like with like Grievous and stuff in it, and
they showed
the clones are pretty cool.
The Jedi like Windu is like crazy
super powerful.
OP.
Yeah,
I love it.
Like taking out legions of droids all by himself.
They really turned up the Force ability in that, and it's really cool.
It is. It's very neat.
Which they also do in the Clone Wars itself.
Yeah.
But
yeah, true.
Sweet.
This is like to the extreme. All I have is a video game thing.
Me too.
All right, let's move on to video game news.
Gotham Knights was delayed.
Oh, yes, it was
until 2022.
It's like equal parts sad and okay.
I approve.
Yeah, I mean, it's
good with
fine. I would always prefer a game to come out polished and done, and how the developer wants it to. And it has a better chance of actually selling and doing well. So,
yeah, I don't know that I know there's rumors of a July release, but I'm glad it's not being pushed out too soon.
Yeah.
Slightly larger news. PlayStation bought the Evo fighting game series.
Oh. I did not hear this.
Which is a big fighting game tournament that happens yearly. The reason this is kind of impactful is Nintendo puts their Super Smash tournaments in the Evo fighting game series. And now Nintendo's like, yeah, we might be pulling from that.
Oof.
Which I think just kind of further tells you that Sony does not like to play ball with other people.
Yeah.
So it makes me wonder what their reputation is kind of behind the scenes. Because like Microsoft and Nintendo have a very good working relationship, and it's widely known. And I think it's known that Sony doesn't really like to play ball with other studios. So I thought that was interesting. It'll kind of be one of those things to watch. They were already playing most of the games on PlayStation anyways. So, I mean, it's the proper next step for PlayStation to just purchase it.
Yeah.
But I do think it leaves Super Smash Brothers in a weird place in terms of its competitive scene. And, you know, what do you fight for now? Like, what are you trying to get to? It used to be Evo. They'll find a new format for it, but just interesting that Nintendo's like...
That's a big enough game that I think someone will be like, hey, let's pull some strings, let's make this partnership happen.
They'll just have to switch to PlayStation Battle All-Stars.
Yeah, I just thought it was weird that Nintendo immediately was like, yeah, we're probably going to find somewhere else to put our game. Like immediately.
Maybe E3.
Yeah. In-person event, right?
It could happen.
Well, speaking of Sony, we kind of talked a couple weeks back about how they have talked about there's going to be a Next Gen PSVR. But this week we got our first look at their new
Oculus
controllers.
I mean...
They are like Oculus controllers, basically.
Yeah.
But a little bit of implication there is that they may not require a bunch of sensors, extra sensors around based on the designs. So that's pretty cool.
Got the willies there. I keep getting the willies tonight. I don't know what's going on. Is there a ghost in here?
Yes.
Maybe. It's the ghost of Sifty Sifty Sam.
What's that?
You don't need to know.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Do you have any more game news?
No.
Okay. Do you guys remember Project Athia?
Yeah.
That got its title this week, and a quick teaser trailer. The game is called Forspoken. They revealed their leading lady. I do not remember her name, but I recognize her. And then they showed a little bit of gameplay. It's always exciting when there's a new IP. It looks pretty cool, actually. Square Enix, they're
hit or miss.
If they're not Final Fantasy, they're usually a miss. But this looks pretty neat.
Is it a looter?
No,
their third looter?
It's a story-driven game.
I sure hope the game has a lot to do with movement, because that's what I felt like I saw mostly in the trailer. Was just them like
dashing everywhere. Yeah, I do wonder, what this game intends to be. Because it looks like modern times with dragons and wizards.
Is it a random fire game?
Maybe.
Okay, now I want to rate a fire game.
But no, I thought this looked kind of cool.
Yeah.
It didn't look bad.
Yeah, it was a good presentation.
Yes.
It's, how much of it is smoke and mirrors and how much of it is gameplay, we'll probably never know. But PlayStation has put out some really pretty games, and if this is kind of going along those lines of what we expect to see from that,
is this a PlayStation exclusive? I didn't think it was.
Is it not?
I don't think
it's been marketed pretty much.
Oh, it may be being marketed.
And it may just be that.
However, you're right. Square Enix typically releases on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. You're right.
Okay, I thought I had seen that. So yeah, so it is a PlayStation exclusive, and it's not a first party. So it but still, I think any game that comes out exclusively on PlayStation, PlayStation is happy to throw money at them to make it look really, really good.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this one kind of releases and what people think about it.
Yep. Black Panther and the War for Wakanda expansion is coming to Marvel's Avengers later this year.
I forgot about this.
Also, Square.
Also Square Enix.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if that kind of rejuvenates that game. It's been in a fairly negative place when it comes to how fans are reacting to some of the changes they're making. So
yeah, they had their
Hawkeye just came out.
Yeah, their next gen update this week too.
Yeah. And I've heard good things about it looks good and it plays good on next gen, but
hopefully they fix the frame rate.
Was it?
I hope so. Their frame rate was terrible in the beta.
Oh, in the beta. Yeah.
There was lots of things terrible in the beta.
Yeah.
This Black Panther news though definitely interests me.
Mm-hmm.
I think those environments are cool, and going to Wakanda.
Who doesn't want to do that?
Right, I'm in. So
if this can revitalize the game,
it may be worth picking up.
Yeah, I might have to take another look.
Yeah,
see what's going on.
Yep. I'll definitely be keeping an eye on the buzz for sure. I'm out of stories.
Luke, you got anything else?
Nope, I'm done.
All right.
Well, I have one, but it will come after.
Okay. Among Us, if you're playing Among Us, its new Airship map is coming at the end of this week, March 31st. Maybe 2 weeks. I don't know what day it is. 22nd.
22nd.
So, week and a day. Haha. 2 days. Assassin's Creed.
We'll just let them work through it.
I got no help from these guys over here.
Not today.
And that's fine. The Assassin's Creed Valhalla's first expansion, Wrath of the Druids, is coming in April, at the end, April 29th.
I played more of that this weekend because of that announcement, actually. Because I'm like 50 hours in, and like most people are beating it in 40, and I'm just like, I'm still climbing trees. Like, what's going on over here? I just get so sidetracked in those kind of games.
Well, that makes it easy to pick up later and be like, there's something more for me to do.
Yeah, I need to beat the story, though.
Yeah.
I love climbing trees.
Today, it was announced that the PS3 and PS Vita online stores are closing this summer.
Oh, no.
Anyways.
Yeah, those are so old. I saw some online. There's backlash online about everything, but I was just like, just the games are still I don't know. It's not even last generation. It's 2 generations ago, and I guess the Vita is the kind of the mobile thing, but. Even then, I can't imagine either of those devices are really getting any kind of continuous support outside of just making sure something on the PS Network doesn't break.
Yeah, I mean, the 360 doesn't really get a ton of support anymore either, so...
Yeah, the real difference there is that there's
360s that don't have the red ring of death.
Yeah. Wait, you had one too?
Man, I used to put that thing in the freezer in a towel. I did all kinds of crazy stuff.
I got lucky. I didn't have any red rings until 4 years after I got mine. Then it finally red ringed.
Yeah, mine was.
And by then I had actually it was just the one that was out in our college dorms common room, and I had gotten a 360 Slim. So
I remember I took
didn't really care.
my OG Xbox 360. I opened up the front and took out all the LEDs and soldered different colors into it.
Ooh.
So when it turned on, it was blue and white.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
How did it display errors?
It didn't.
I wonder why this isn't turning on.
My
Something must be wrong.
My red ring was just blue, white, blue.
There you
I
go.
was like, oh, something's wrong with it.
And then finally, Twitch Gaming over on Twitch, right here where we're at right now, is having a showcase with the ID at Xbox later this week, March 26th, at 9 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Central Time. These are going to be world premiere trailers, new game announcements, new Game Pass announcements.
World premiere.
And developer interviews. I feel like the world premiere stuff, like just in general, in
it's
gaming
like,
in general, is like less of a big deal than it used to be.
World premiere. Oh yeah, we heard about the game like 4 years ago. That's still happening?
Yeah.
It's like the Flash movie when they're like, we're filming it. Like, oh, that's still happening?
What?
Yeah, that's cool.
So
I'll probably watch the recap.
yeah. I mean, we'll probably have some talk about, especially any of the new stuff that's brought up. But yeah, that's a nice little showcase for smaller developers.
And we'll get some new games on Game Pass this week, so that's exciting.
More Game Pass
available
stuff.
on Game Pass now.
All right.
We all win.